Hello, Professor. My name is Koahun. My SIN ID is this one 10141849 This is about the lab project that I have learned over a few weeks ago. So basically, these things that I have follow along with the lab and created the navigation. This is the source code. So these are things that I created. So let me show you what I have done in the lab. Uh, so I want to add the student ID, the project ID. So say one name is column. For example, so JavaScript, web development, web dev, and API. For example, like that. So start from 2023. If I just put like symbol day and 2024 04 something like that. So status gonna be new. So I created. So I have successfully created one. So let's try to create it one more thing. Uh, create column 200 algorithm data structure. Same thing, right? Uh, Data structure and same thing 2024 2023 0 I just put like random hour, doesn't matter. So 2024 and status in progress. So here I have successfully created two projects here, or even if I want to create more I can click on the button here and jump here, or I can go back, or I can see the detail back to the list, can delete back to the lead list, anything I want. So basically, if I want to update it, I just say edit and then I say web API and then I say machine learning, uh, machine learning, and then I say save, and then I just go back to the list and then I see machine learning, or even right here, I can just delete all these things and I say link list, focus on uh, advanced things, data structure, and I save it and then go back to the list and I can see it. So technically, I can do it everything with the button, the create, the about, stuff like that. But one more thing that I couldn't do is I couldn't view the task because I'm not sure. And when I do it, I run into an error and it say development modes, which I've been trying to figure out how to do it, but I couldn't. So I think for the next couple of weeks, I think I should ask my lab professor to help me to figure it out what actually happenings here, um, to be able to fix it and follow along with the lab. So I also create like a task here. I'm not sure what these things. The task it's still not working. It's just like it's like a list selection, but I couldn't find it. For example, okay, for example, for the project. I think let me search something. Column 2080. I'm not sure if I can actually see it. Oh, here I can also search it up. So I can also search it up here. So this is technically what I have followed along and try and do in the lab over the few weeks ago. Especially in the week 6. So so there you go. I think this is great. So let's take a look at my source code. So basically, in the project controller, this is the overview of the code that I follow along, and based on my understanding, so I'm gonna explain what these things actually doing. So uh, so okay, let's take a look here. Let's see. So basically, um. the index action. Where's index action? Um, okay, I don't actually see the index action. I think I put it the wrong page. Okay, so about the about create delete so basically these are action method, right? So basically the about this method simply return the view back to the about here. So the create and the delete. So okay, so take a look at the create here. So the create here, I pass a parameter simply like a project object. So this method handle the HTTP post request when creating like a project. So basically, it's going to check if the submitted data is valid. It will add to the list to the array to basically the form here, which I have created it. So it's gonna add in here so that it will list through it. It will technically return those value um, render those value out for the user. Uh, so the detail here, so this basically the detail will retrieve a specific project by its ID from the database. So display them in the corresponding views. So if the project is not found, it will return 401 not found results. So basically like that. So the edit action method. So it also do the same thing. It will technically it just retrieve a project by the ID from the database and return the view. So here the it's here. So basically, I also create like a form stuff over here, everything over here, and then I just loop through it, and then I just if I successfully added it, so it just render out for the user. So the okay, let's just go back here. So that's the edit one. So um let's talk about the project exists here. So this is kind of cool. So this thing technically just like a helper method that check if the project with the given ID exists in the database. So if exists, it will just return it. Like if it doesn't exist, it just return not found over here. So the search here. So the search technically the method just based on the provided search string, it constructs a query to search a project whose name or description contain the search. So, um, like it if a search string is provided, it just sets some view data, indicate that okay, a search will perform and pass a search result to the index for the view. So basically right here. So technically it's gonna search in the database like if this thing actually exists, it's gonna go into like a return um the view index here, which it will return it. So basically, it just like set some view data to indicate that a search will perform and pass the search result to the index view for display. If no such string is provided, it return the index view with all projects. So yeah, so technically like that. So and the projects over here, which is the view action method, if all of these functions are actually valid, it just basically return all of these things here, which is about create delete index here. So technically like that. So technically these are like everything that I have provided it over the lab over like 6 week in the 6 labs. So yep, this is the thing that I cared. Thank you very much for watching my video. Um, hope you like it and have a good day. And also the thing is, I really expect to. I think in the future lab, I think I really need help to see this fix this problem because I have no idea what's actually happening here. So thank you very much and have a good night.